This conference will now be recorded.
Just we will have a recap. Yesterday, what are the points we covered? All the things very briefly we will recap. Then we will move to the today's session. Now, the same question what I asked yesterday, whatever the instructions I have given, did you understand all the instructions? Yes or no? Did you follow and did you understand what are all the instructions I have given? Please respond. So once again I am repeating, if anyone enables the mic, I will remove you completely from the session. So you are saying that whatever the instructions delivered by me, you could able to understand. So here how it is possible, when one person wants to communicate with another person, so when one person wants to communicate with another person, between two persons, some communication channel is required. That communication channel is nothing but language. Am I correct or not? We are supposed to use either Telugu or English or Hindi or Tamil, etc., whatever it may be. These languages are human understandable languages. Am I correct? These languages are human understandable languages. So with human understandable languages, one person can communicate with another person very easily. But here the task is, when a person wants to communicate with the computer, here also one language is required. That language is nothing but a computer language. So why should we learn computer language, any computer language? So computer language using which one can communicate with computer or machine. Now immediately you may get one doubt, sir, why should I have to communicate with the computer? What is the requirement? Why should I have to communicate with the computer? So even yesterday also I explained very clearly about this requirement. When I ask you what is the 5 factorial value, immediately you can answer me 120. Am I correct? Everybody in a position to answer 5 factorial is 120, which is a very, very simple task. It is a very, very simple task, so that we can solve that on our own very easily. Now, suppose I am going to give you some complex task. You know what is the complex task? If I ask 120 factorial, $1 million question, it was very difficult for a human being to answer immediately or to solve this task. It is very, very difficult. It is very, very difficult for any person. It is very, very difficult to solve this task. It is not that much easy. But it is the easiest task for whom? It is the easiest task for a computer. Whether it may be a simple task or it may be a complex task, computer can solve it very easily. Now, you may have one doubt, sir, we are the human beings, we can take the decision on our own. We have a capability of thinking, but whereas a computer can't think on its own, how computer can solve this complex task? Like, you may have one doubt. Am I correct or not? How many of you got this kind of doubt? We are the human beings. By the God's grace, we are all in a position to take our own decisions and we can think on our own. But computer is just a machine, can't understand anything or can't think on its own. But how computer can do this simple task as well as complex task within fraction of seconds? It is possible with some set of instructions. Sir, when some set of instructions are designed to solve any task, Sir, to solve any problem, or to solve any task, if you write some set of instructions, and if those set of instructions are given to computer, then computer can do that job. According to the instructions given by you. Now tell me, who has to write these set of instructions? User has to write the set of instruction. You may call it as a programmer also. You may call it as a developer also. So it is our responsibility to write some set of instructions. If these set of instructions are given to a computer just by executing these instructions one after another, it is capable to do the job. The job may be a simple job, the job may be a complex job also, but to do that job, computer can't think on its own, computer can't take any decision on its own. We are supposed to provide some group of instruction. These group of instructions, who has to write? Either programmer or developer or user, any terminology you can use. So in computer field, set of instructions are called as a program. Collection of programs is nothing but a software. A software is a collection of programs. A program is a set of instructions or group of instructions. Program is a set of instructions or group of instructions. So to write some set of instruction for a developer or a programmer, do you know what is required? One language is required. So to write a group of instructions for a developer, you know what is required? One language is required. So the language which is used to write set of instructions, set of instructions also known as a program. So the language which is used to write a program is called as programming language. The language which is used to write a program is a group of instruction. To whom we are writing this instruction? Sir, I want to give this set of instructions to the computer, so computer can execute these instructions one by one, so that our job will be resolved. That job may be a simple job or complex job. My computer can do that within fraction of seconds. To write those group of instructions are also called as program. To write a program, what is required? Some programming language is required. So in market, how many programming languages are available? So in computer field, so how many programming languages are available? Even if you type or if you search in the Google also, hundreds of examples will come. Hundreds of languages are available. Now confusion will be started. Which programming language we are supposed to start, and what are the various types we are having? Do you know all programming languages are generally categorized into following types: low level language and high level language. Now what is the low level? Simply to say, low level language, any programming language. Sir, a programming language is required for what? To write a program. What is a program? Group of instruction. So to whom you are delivering this group of instruction? To the computer. For what purpose? To do one particular job. Are you getting my point here? So to write a program, compulsory you should aware of at least one programming language. But these programming languages are categorized into how many types? Two types: low level language and high level language. Now which languages will come under low level, which languages will come under high level language, if you ask me? So the language where user or a programmer or a developer feels difficult in developing the program. Low level languages are not user friendly. Low level languages are not user friendly. So if you want to write a program, if you want to develop a program using low level language, if you want to develop a program using low level language, it is not that much easy. Sir, what is the reason? For example, one example I will tell you for low level language, which is nothing but mission level language. Sir, which is nothing but mission level language. Mission level language. You know, in this programming language, you will be having only 2 digits, zeros and ones. Zeros and ones. Suppose I have a task of addition of 2 numbers. If I want to write a program for addition of numbers, if I want to write a program for addition of numbers, to write a program using this programming language called a mission level language, I have to write just for sample purpose, but it is not the exact code. It is not the exact code. Just for understanding purpose, I am writing this set of instructions, but it is not the exact code. Now tell me, these instruction, is it possible for any person to understand? For a human being, is it possible for you to understand? Please respond, everyone. Is it possible for you to understand what I wrote? So it is a bit difficult. Sir, it is a bit difficult to understand. It is very difficult. You are saying that, sir, to understand what you wrote, it is very difficult, you are saying. Just think from the point of a developer. Just think from a point of a developer. You are saying that, sir, I don't know what you have written. I didn't understand what you specified here. But from the point of developer, how it is possible to write instructions in a pattern of zeros and ones? It is a very, very, very difficult task. It is a very, very difficult task. One more example. For example, in one computer with one kind of architecture, suppose this is the code for addition. Sir, assume for example sake, for addition, this is the code, bit pattern of 1 0 zeros and ones. Sir, this is the code for addition. Do you know, in some other computer, in some other system with a different architecture, with a different operating system, is it the same code for addition operation? Sorry boss, that code may be a different one. So from computer to computer, if you want to perform same operation, you need to remember different pattern of zeros and ones. Now tell me, is it possible to remember these many codes? If the codes are going to be changed from one computer to another computer, is it possible and is it that much easy to remember any instruction in the form of zeros and ones? Is it that much easy to remember? It is a very difficult. Sir, it is a very difficult. And also programs developed using mission level language, they are not portable. They are not portable. Sir, what is a portable also explained yesterday in the last session with one best example. So program developed using mission level language, they are not portable. So let me repeat one more time. Just let me repeat one more time. Assume, sir, this is my contact number 7013088104 is my contact number. So when I am taking the SIM, I have selected IDEA as a service provider. Sir, at the time I don't know why I have selected. So blindly I took IDEA as a service provider. But once it came to the home with the SIM, but unfortunately in my area, this service provider is a worst service provider. I am not getting at least incoming calls also, very signal problem, internet connection problem also. Then almost 10 years back situation I am telling. So almost 10 years back. So can I change the service provider from Idea to Airtel without changing my mobile number? Sorry, this facility is not available. 10 years or 12 or 13 years back, This facility is not possible. If you want to shift from one service provider to another service provider, this number will be gone. You have to change your number. You have to take a new number. So in the place of mobile number, assume it is a program written in the machine level language. Sir, program designed in the machine level language. In the place of mobile number, just assume, in the place of mobile number, just assume it is not a mobile number, it is a program developed using machine level language. Sir, if the program developed using machine level language in one computer, is it possible to run in another computer with a different architecture? Can I maintain the same mobile number if I change the service provider? Sir, few years back, there is no possibility. Compulsory, you have to change your number. You have to take a new SIM whenever service provider changes. So in the same way, when computer changes, sir, this program is working excellently in this computer, producing beautiful result also. But the same program, if you want to run in another computer with a different architecture, there is no guarantee that this program will work. There is no guarantee that this program will work. So it is nothing but, sir, machine level programs are not portable. Now tell me everyone, do you understand the terminology of not portable? Please respond everyone. Do you understand the meaning of not portable? Now you are all registered for C programming language. You are all registered for C programming language. Sir, remove this mission level program. I can keep C program here. Sir, is my C program original code? I am talking about original code. Sir, original code is nothing but a source code. Whatever the program you developed using C programming language, we can call it as a source code. Suppose if I develop a program in C language in one computer, I executed the program and I got beautiful output also. Now if I run the same program, in another computer with a different architecture, is my program is going to work or not? Definitely it is going to work, no doubt at all. Definitely it is going to work, no doubt at all. Now tell me, C programs are not portable? What is your answer? Waiting for your response. C programs are not portable? What is your answer? So programs written using C language, they are portable. Right? They are portable. So while studying the features of C language, in any textbook or if you refer any material, usually somewhere you may find C programs are portable. So this is the exact meaning. Now, what is the difficulty in writing the programs using low level language? Is nothing but they are not portable. Any program developed using any low level language, they are not portable. So computer scientists, they thought that why don't we have to develop a new type of programming language? If once a programmer develops any program on any platform, it has to run in another computer with a different platform also. So they concentrated much more on portability. And also developing or writing the program by using zeros and ones, it is not that much user friendly. Everybody is feeling difficulty. For that reason, computer scientists developed so many programming languages where if you want to write a program, you are not required to use any zeros and ones. Happily, you can write your program using English language. Sir, using English language. Sir, using your English, you can write or you can develop any program happily. Now tell me, for a programmer, writing a program in terms of zeros and ones easier. Writing a program using English language is easier. So English is very familiar. We all know that 26 alphabets we are having. With those 26 alphabets, you can write any type of program very easily, no problem at all. So almost in all high level languages, if you open any program, if you open any C program, you can see any C++ or you can see even Java program or Python program or .NET, any high level language. If you see, the total program doesn't looks like a set of instruction, it looks like a English paragraph. It looks like a English paragraph because every high level language uses English alphabets only to write or to develop the programs. So high level languages are user friendly. Why? Because we use English alphabets or we use English to write the programs. Sir, to develop the programs, we use English. We use English to write or to develop the program along with some special symbols, mathematical symbols. So with all these things, you can easily develop a program. Now I have a small doubt. Anyone, can you please answer this question? Assume one of my friend suggested me there is a very hit movie, very big and very popular movie. Can you please watch? Why don't you watch? It is very excellent movie. Definitely have to watch, like one of my friends suggested. And I asked him in which language the movie was available. So he answered me, it was in the French language. It was in the French language. Unfortunately, I can understand either Telugu or English. To some extent, I can manage Hindi. So if any movie, if it is there in Telugu, it is okay for me. If it is in English, I can understand. In Hindi, I can manage. But you are saying that it's a very hit movie and popular movie in French, but I can't understand. Even though it is a very big and very popular movie, what should I do? I can't understand because I know Telugu or English, or to some extent I can manage Hindi, but I can't understand French. Now, what is the link between this example and the current topic? If you ask me, sir, this French language is nothing but high level languages. High level languages. So high level languages, who can't understand? Your computer can't understand. Your computer can understand either binary language or mission language that consisting of zeros and ones. So as per your convenience, you are writing the programs by using any high level language like C or C++ or Java or Python. It is excellent. So from your point of view, it is very easy for you to develop a program using English. But the instructions written in English, who can't understand? Computer can't understand. Then what should we have to do? Sir, if I want to watch the French movie at any cost, I decided to watch that. Then there are two possibilities are there. Possibility one, sir, then we are having two possibilities. Sir, possibility one, what is the possibility one? You know, is there any dubbed movie? Is that a French movie was dubbed in Telugu? I will search in the Google. So you are saying that it is a very popular movie. In the YouTube, I will search. Is there any Telugu version? The total dialogues are translated into Telugu. Is there any dubbed movie for this? I can search. No, unfortunately, sir, Telugu version is not available. Learning French is not a joke. It's not that much easy. It will take minimum 3 years, boss. Do you know that there are totally 3 to 4 levels are there in the French language? It may take 3 years to watch a movie. Are you interested to learn French language for 3 years? So it is not that much easy. Then I can search for another option. So the total movie French with subtitles in Telugu. Sir, with the subtitles in Telugu. So any one of the two options are I can go for, whether Telugu version is there or not. Suppose if Telugu version is not there, then I can watch the same movie with the subtitles should be there in the Telugu. Now tell me, is it possible for me to watch like this or not? Tell me, is it possible for me to understand the total movie or not? Definitely. Either first version okay, second one also okay. Now observe that. You are saying that developing the programs or writing the programs using English. Sir, using English is user friendly, but these group of instructions, who can't understand? Our computer can't understand. Our computer can understand either binary language, which is nothing but either zeros and ones only. Either zeros and ones. Now, definitely in this case, who is required? Translator is required. Who is required? Translator. So what is a translator? Translator is a software who can convert the program written in one computer language into another computer language. So definitely here one translator is required. Several translators are there, but our interest is to discuss what is a compiler and what is interpreter. Our interest is to know what is a compiler and what is an interpreter. Boss, compiler is the first case, interpreter is the second case. Sir, what is compiler and what is an interpreter? What is the link between dubbed movie and subtitles? Now, assume I wrote one program having 150 lines of code. Sir, I wrote one program using C programming language. Almost 150 lines of code I have written. I want to submit this. To my computer, but my computer doesn't know anything what you have written, because you have used completely English to develop the program, but these instructions are developed in C language only. But all high level languages will use English alphabets, mathematical symbol, where my computer can't understand. Then I will appoint one translator. Assume I appointed a compiler. Sir, assume I appointed one compiler. So what is a compiler? Compiler is a translator. Can convert the total 150 lines of code, into mission understandable code at a time. The total 150 lines of code could be converted into computer understandable code at a time. If your program is error-free program, error-free, that means your program should not violate any syntax of the programming language. Should not, right? So your program should not contain any errors. Now the question is, sir, what is mean by syntax? What is mean by syntax? Do you know what is syntax means? Suppose if you want to write any English paragraph or a paragraph in Telugu, compulsory that language rules and regulations you have to follow. Am I correct or not? Compulsory you have to write or you have to follow the grammatical rules of Telugu or English. Like that, whenever if you want to develop a program using any programming language, compulsory you have to follow the rules and regulations framed by that particular programming language. Those rules and regulations we can call it as a syntax, right? G Ishwari, please make sure that your mic must be in the mute mode. So once again, now what is the syntax? What is syntax means? Whenever if you want to write a paragraph, assume I want to write a paragraph in English. Now compulsory we have to follow the grammar which is required to frame a valid sentence. Am I correct or not? Right? So when the session is going on, don't chat me, don't ask me anything. If you have any doubt, just note down on the paper. At the end of the session, I will clarify all your doubts. So don't disturb my flow. Please make sure that every doubt what you are having, you just note them on your paper. I can give clear explanation for all your doubts at the end of the session. So whenever if you want to write a paragraph in English, compulsory we have to follow the grammar which is required to frame a sentence, a valid sentence. In the same way, whenever if you want to develop a program, so whenever if you want to develop a program using any programming language, like C, C++, Java, Python, etc., any programming language, keep it in mind, strictly you have to follow rules and regulations, of that particular programming language. Sir, in which language you are going to write the program? Do you want to write the program in C? Do you want to develop the program in C++? Do you want to develop the program in Java? That particular programming language, rules and regulations are there. That rules and regulations you have to follow strictly, and those rules we can call it as a syntax. Now tell me, is that was clear what is meant by syntax? Now tell me, do you understand that what is meant by syntax? Do you got the clarity now? Respond everyone. Do you got the clarity? Now to translate programs written in high level language into mission level language, to translate the programs written in high level language into mission level language, what is required? Translator is required. What is required? Translator is required. So what are the types of translators we are having? So many types are there, but we are not going to focus all these things. So we require only two types. One is compiler, another one is interpreter. One is compiler and another one is interpreter. Now let me tell you what is the difference between compiler and interpreter once again. This is my C program, contains 100 lines of instructions. This is my C program, contains 100 lines of instruction. When this program is handed over to the compiler, what is a compiler? Compiler is a translator. What is the duty of translator? Translator can convert the programs written in one computer programming language to another computer programming language. So compiler can convert that into mission understandable code. Compiler can convert the total program into mission understandable code. Listen very carefully. You know what first compiler will do? Compiler will not convert blindly the code written by you directly into the mission understandable code. It will not do the task directly. It will not do this task blindly. First it will check for errors. Are you following the rules and regulations framed by C language, the team of the C language? Whether you are following the rules and regulations of the C programming language or not, compiler will check. Sir, suppose At line number 29, I did a mistake. I am not following the rules and regulations of C programming language. Then what compiler will do? Compiler will report some error. Hello boss, at line number 29 you did one mistake, so can you please cross check and modify that? Can you please debug that? Debug means error. Bug, B-U-G, bug means error. Debug means removing the error. Debug means what? Removing the errors. Removing the errors from the program is nothing but a debugging. So compiler will list out all the possible errors in the program. So assume my program is free from all errors. There is no error in my program. My program is free from all errors. Then compiler can convert the total 100 lines of codes at a time into mission understandable code. Do you know, if the same program is handed over to the interpreter, interpreter can do the same task. First it will check, is this program contains any syntactical errors or not. Syntactical means whether you are following the rules and regulations of C programming language or not, it will cross check. If there are no errors in your program, then interpreter can take first line, convert that into mission understandable code, and computer can run that first instruction. It will take a second line, converted into mission understandable code, and computer can run that second instruction. It will take third line, so it will convert that into mission understandable code, and computer can run that code. So in case of the French language or French movie, what is the second option? For every scene, scene by scene, on the bottom of the screen, you could able to see the titles in Telugu. Am I correct or not? So scene by scene. So here interpreter is translating the total program into mission understandable code, not at a time, line by line. Whereas compiler can translate the total code into computer understandable code at a time. Now tell me, everyone, do you got the clarity? Difference between compiler and interpreter. Do you got the clarity, everyone? Still any confusion? Please let me know. Some people are asking me to repeat once again. One simple example I can take. Assume your college fees. 10,000. Your parent paid the total amount at a time. So your parent paid the total amount at a time. So it is compiler. Sir, 10,000 total working days, college working days 100. Assume that means for every day 100 rupees. Now another parent paying like this. Day 1 he will pay 100. Day 2 he will pay another 100 rupees. Day 3 he will pay another 100 rupees. Day 4 he will pay another 100. But the end of the course, he is ready to pay total 10,000, but he is not ready to pay the total fee at a time. He was interested to pay partly payment, 100, then after 100, 100, then after 100. So if your program contains 10,000 lines of instructions, compiler can convert the total 10,000 lines into mission understandable code all at a time. Whereas in case of interpreter, interpreter can also do the same job, but line by line. Are you getting my point here? Now is the point was clear? or am I required to repeat once again? It will take first line, convert into machine understandable code. Again, it will take the second line, convert into machine understandable code. But compiler, what it is doing? Compiler can translate the total code into at a time. You are paying the fees at a time. But in this case, parent is interested to pay partly payment, day-wise payment, day-wise. Compiler example. Compiler examples: Turbo C compiler, Turbo C compiler, GCC compiler, GCC compiler. So like that, n number of examples are there. We are not required to practice all these compilers. We are going to use the GCC compiler. What is GCC and that story we will discuss at the time of program. We will discuss at the time of program.